I'm Franklin Msikoyo. I'm going to take you through film production designing. So film production designing is the creating of the overall look and feel of a film. This is done through the use of the locations, the props, the costumes, and the overall aesthetics of the film. When talking of the film production designing, it's good we trace how it has been evolving over the years. So this one mirrors from the technological advancements, the social cultural changes, and the artistic trends in film production. So there has been a number of stages to which this has been going through. So I'll be taking you through the stages one after the other. The first stage was the silent era. The silent era took place in the late 1920s, characterized by a number of features where film production was done in a minimalistic way because there was a problem of budget constraints and limitations in technology. Filmmakers experimented with the elaborate set designs to show immersive worlds on screen. I'll give an example of a film that came out at such a time. It is The Cabinet by Dr. Caligari. I think you should check on that. Also, German expressionism set designs is a common feature in this era. The second one is the golden age of Hollywood. This one took place around 1930s to 1950s, the second stage of the evolution of film production designing. So at this age, it also has a number of features. It was mainly characterized by the advent of sound technology. This is when sound technology came in film production. And film production became so sophisticated. The third stage is the post-war era. The post-war era came between 1950s and 1960s. This era was characterized by technicolors and widescreens, the influence of widescreens. They helped filmmakers come up with more stunning films, even though there are some other filmmakers like Federico Fellini, an European filmmaker. He was still one of those guys that still did filmmaking using the minimalistic and surreal design. After the post-war period, we had the New Hollywood era. This one took place between 1960s and 1980s. There was this intent some theoretical approach where the director was assumed to be the greater force around. The directors had the greater force, how the films were come out. So the film revolves around CGI, computer-generated imageries. I'm sure if you go to the film, it's very impressive. From that one we head to the digital era of the filmmaking. This one took place between 1990s to present, the present world. So in the digital revolution era of filmmaking, there is the coming of the CGI, computer-generated imageries, which were used to come up with stunning visions on screens. And this one made directors and filmmakers go beyond limits. Films like the Jurassic Park and the Grand Budapest Hotel. After the history, I think we should look at the various elements of production designing. What production designing is mainly dealing with a film. Or what pushes production designing, what even makes it important. Let's start with the costumes. Costumes play a very important role in production designing. This one, you just dress the character in a way that reflects their personality and also reflect the theme. We also talk of the props. The props are the are used to do the film, the instruments that the character gets to use on stage. The choice of the props matters because this one defines the themes of a film. For instance, let's say a movie is shot on the TV. Let's go back to the 80s. It's evident that if you look keenly at those movies, you notice the props used and the colors, the film colors are slightly similar. There's a range of colors that are normally used. You'll see blue, red and green. Talk of the location also. The choice of a location should be that one which matches the visions of the film and the themes. There is also the overall aesthetics of the film, which is like mothers all these other elements. It's mainly directed towards the final output of the film visually, what the audience is about to see. This one, it's achieved through the various elements that I've just mentioned. Okay, as I say, in film production, the production designer actually is not entitled to doing the costumes and locations, and even though that is part of production design. So this means production designer also has these people to back that they work together so that they meet the various needs of the film. So we are going to look how the collaboration of different members of the organization helps achieve the hearing vision. Now the producer mainly has like the backbone to the financial contribution to the film. So the production designer has to add some details and transition to the producer so that he knows what we are doing and within some set budget. Upon deciding on the locations, the costumes, and everything that the film is going to take, the production designer has to make sure that the budget is within what is planned. That's why it's very important that there should be a talk, or rather a collaboration between the production designer and the producer of the film. After the producer, I think we should talk of the director. You know, the director is like the vision. It's like the vision of the film. So the production designer will talk with the producer so that he gets to know what the vision is, the clear vision of the film. They might point things like the color themes and the styles. You know, there are different genres in creating film. So they must talk so that he knows this is the style we are going to use. This is how we're going to do it. After the director, we should talk of the art coordinator, art directors from the art decorator. These ones, they are concerned with the artistic features of the film. Let's say on set, the chairs and furniture. This collaboration between the production designer and the art decorator helps the production designer. What colors are you going to use in this furniture that reflects the vision of the film, making sure that the vision is maintained in every aspect, that every step that art director and art decorator will determine whether the set we need, maybe how we're going to come up with them. We're going to get carpenters to make them. The colors, I said. I'll also talk of the cinematographer. There's also the collaboration between the production designer and the cinematographer. This one mainly, it is focused on the visual appealings of the film to the audience. So the VFX there, the visual effects of a film, this is where the collaboration comes in. The talk between these two will help the cinematographer come up with the best visual effects that they tell the story of the film. They can also talk of the lighting, color. The next one is the costume designer. This one also works and collaborates with the production designer. The costume designer is mostly entitled to coming up with the dressing code of the characters so that there is a harmony between the personality of the characters and the vision of the film. This one basically contributes to the overall visual aspect of the film. It's good to also talk of how the changes in technology have impacted the film industry and specifically the film production. I'll be brief in mentioning this. One of them being the VR and AR technology. Here, the virtual reality or the AR, augmented reality. The VR and AR technology simply helps filmmakers visualize and interact with the real world and the virtual world. Pre-visualization, it's a form of technology where the filmmakers are able to come up with a drafted and rather a rough copy of the film before the shooting starts. This one helps them make possible changes that may better the film to be. I'll talk of the CGI integration, the computer generated imagery. This one has really helped in film production. It has led to the creation of stunning and elaborate designs in film because there's a way filmmakers are able to make virtual worlds look like real worlds and just to elaborate the designs for more visually stunning works of production.